Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Last chopper game. Not going to go through the whole stats thing on this one. I think I've done quite a few chopper videos actually in the fairly recent past, but 100 battles finished, and I am now done with all the tier 7s that I have anyway in the game. It occurred to me while I was doing this that I might have some 6s or 7s that didn't have any battles, and I didn't actually realize that they weren't done, but I did go through all the ones I own, and they all have win rates, and they all have 100 battles. So this is the last tier 7. I quite like this. It's a relatively recent addition to the game. The double barrel British tanks, are they the last ones to come out? I don't know if they're the last ones, but pretty close to it. Last 2 or 3, I guess, probably lines that have come out. And it's got some options. This guy's not very smart. The thing about the double barrel is you want to try to treat it like, what's the skill? The one that changes your shell really fast. Intuition. Try to treat it like an intuition situation. You don't want to run around shooting double barrels all the time. You don't want to try to force the double barrel situation. But if it makes sense to switch to HE, for example, then those kinds of situations where you feel like, all right, this time I need to make a switch, that's kind of the idea with the double barrel. And you'll start to figure it out. Initially, I forced the double barrel stuff quite a bit. But if you just hold it in reserve for the times that you're like, oh, you know what, this is going to be a great double barrel shot, then go ahead and jump into your double barrel and give them the 2 shots. Realize that it does take you out of the game for a while, longer than just the cyclical. The cyclical is pretty nice. This thing is running with 250 alpha, 230. I wish it was 250. About 7-second reload, so a little anemic for a heavy, but decent DPM just the way it sits. Maybe a double barrel situation there, but I can't close him out. And let's talk about that for a second. Notice he's got what? 545 hit points. I've got 230 alpha. 2 of those, if they both hit and pen, are 460. Math in public. That's going to require some serious high rolls I'm probably not going to get. So this is not a closeout situation. Also, the accuracy gets all wonky in there as well. So I'm going to stick, or in this case, without doing the double barrel. And I'm not sure I even do a double barrel in this game, to be honest with you. So we're just going to pick him apart. Let's talk a little something that's not necessarily about this tank, just about this particular match. As you can see, it is an absolute romple, and you get a feeling for how it's going pretty early, and I got that feeling with this one. Just watching how their tanks are deployed and how they're playing, it's looking to me like they don't really have a good idea what's going on, and this is not a very good team that we're facing. Checked some of their stats afterwards. A lot of new guys, a lot of bad players, and they're just struggle bussing here. Like, this guy has no idea he's been flying. First of all, it's a horrible spot. I mean, if you see somebody posting up right there, that they probably, either they got caught out trying to make a bold move, or they don't have a good idea what they're doing. All his buddies are dead, and they're just getting absolutely thumped at this point. We're already up to 1,800 damage, and it's romple time, 8-0. You just get that sense in some of these games where you watch where the guys are deployed. Even the T-29 was just sort of sitting there staring at us. New guy, bad, had really no idea what he's doing there, unfortunately for him. Ran in some pretty good players, and now I'm at 5 kills and 1,893 damage. But like I said with the double barrel thing, look for those times, and that range was a little far too. So you want to be close, you want to be on their side or behind them. If you're seeing that happen, you go, oh, that's a good one. And they're within closeout range. For this tank, somewhere around 400 to 450. I'm just taking some stabs where I see the already coming out. Go for it. You know, take that shot, but realize you're going to be out of the game for a little bit longer. A43 gets dead. I know one of the Arties is there. It turns out it's the LEF who has really good view range. I'm just going to make a bold move here in a minute. Screw it. I mean, we lost 1 tank. So even if I come across and they tear me up, the freaking LEF saw me. I guess he saw me the whole time. There we go. Got rid of that guy. That feels good. Feels good, man. Taking out artillery. So we got 2,100 damage. We're going to wait till we get zoomed in here. Again, this guy obviously doesn't have a whole idea what he's doing. He's just trying to hide. Did he shoot at me? I don't know. Maybe this Achilles can take a hit for me. Nope, that shot can go straight into the dirt. All right, push, push, push. We've got an Eagle 7 and a 122. I think there's another one up there, another Artie to my right in the back bushes. I think the 13 FL11 is going to light. I'm kind of looking that way right now. I'm like, where is this guy? I know he's right here. He'll shoot here, I think, and then get lit. So I'm kind of doing a tweener here. I'd like to get some altitude up this hill and get a shot on the Eagle, but I also want to be close and maybe light up the artillery that I know is there. Maybe I can get some assist out of it. And then I see the shot go, I'm like, oh, cool. So I didn't even see that on the mini map. I was looking that way. I saw that shot go. I'm like, yep, he's right there now. Put a shot on him. That should be my assist. No, somebody else saw him. Maybe the Churchill. And I'm not going to get a shot on the... Oh, actually, I do. I do get a shot on this guy. Purely by Wing. You might go, ah, screw it, I'll stop. Keep going, man. You never know. Guys are bouncing. He's taking dudes on. Guys are afraid to get in there and fight. Who knows? Like, whoop. All right, look at that. 230. Nice, even basic roll, and crank ourselves up to 2,793 damage, 139 assists, and 6 kills, and an absolute romple stomp. But I wanted to show you that for the last game. That was my actual last game. I think it's an ace tanker. Actually, it's not an ace tanker, now that I think about it. I'm going to take a look at it here. No, it's not. In fact, it's only a class 2 because I was beating up on some lower tiers, was I not? Yes, I was beating up on lower tiers. It was 1,152 experience. The requirements for Ace Mastery on this tank are actually relatively high. It's a pretty good tank, doing pretty well with the stats and all that kind of thing. So I do recommend it. Initially, I wasn't so jazzed about it at tier 7, but I think it's good. Good gun depression, enough mobility to get around. Pen's okay. I shoot a lot of APCR, whatever, get over it. And the double shot thing is a flexibility to shut down relatively high hit point tanks if you have an opportunity. And so don't drive these tanks going, ooh, I'm going to go force a double shot because yay, big alpha. Play your cyclical game with the opportunity to think about that sort of intuition-based idea that I need to switch to HE or AP or heat or whatever you do with your other tanks, situational shell usage, and use this as a situational shell usage. You're going to use it to do more damage in situations where you know you're going to hit. All right, man, that's all I've got. Have a great one. See ya.